Yeah, so Brett, tell me a little bit more about Master Roofers and what sets you apart from other roofing companies in the area.
Master Roofers is a wonderful story. We've been in business since 1942. So 80 thus far, 82 years of being able to serve the community. And one of the things that sets us apart is we are strictly a roofing company. So we do roofing, skylights. We do it residential. We do it commercial, and all services. But we're not a contractor. We are professional roofers, and we can serve all the needs of roofing. So whether it be asphalt shingles, architectural shingles, slate, copper, metal, all the things that you see, as well as flat membrane roofs in the commercial world. All we do is roofing, and that is something that sets us apart from most companies. A lot of folks do roofing, and if you look at the sign on their truck, it's roofing and decks and roofing and siding and roofings and decks and siding and windows. We're really good at one thing. We're gonna do an outstanding roof for you, and we've been doing that for 82 years. So we've built up a tremendous system.
Can you talk a little bit about Master Roofers' commitment to using high quality materials and the latest roofing technology and why it is that you chose to kind of go in that direction?
Sure, sure. So, we work with all manufacturers. The company, the manufacturer that we're most aligned with because we believe in their product the absolute most is GAF. GAF is the largest manufacturer of shingles. They have a whole variety of different shingles that meet different types of needs and budgets. So they, first of all, they have a tremendous variety. Second of all, their quality is outstanding. And then third of all, one of the biggest things is they have a really, how do I want to put it, a really well defined assembly system. So when you're working with a professional roofer, you're just not up hucking up some shingles and hoping it all works out. They have a true assembly system, products and methods by which you apply the different things that make a roof. So underlayments, flashings, shingles, all sorts of different things. And if you follow that system to a T and execute it the way essentially the factory has engineered it, you're going to get the best result out of a roof in a longer life, and it's really going to be great. And GAF has a tremendous system for that, so that's why we aligned with them on most residential products. Commercially, there's a whole variety of things out there. We work a lot with a company named Carlisle, but we work with all manufacturers there. A lot of that is specified by the customer. And then standing seam metal roofing, we have a couple of options as well there where people get to choose based on their need. But again, they're all top tier products. I guess the last thing I should mention is skylights. We're a Velux 5-star certified skylight contractor, and Velux is really the pinnacle of the skylight world out there. They produce a tremendous product, and for some of those same reasons, they have a really well-defined assembly system. So you put in a great product and do it right. Guess what? It performs well for years and years and years and years to come.
So you're saying that you really don't want to go with a company that doesn't really follow that system or have that system in place where they're just saying, oh yeah, I think we need to put a little flashing here or put a little underlayment here or something like that. There's a very strict sort of policy or process that you go through in order to do a roof, and that's really important.
Absolutely correct. And that comes from two things. Number one, we're very well aligned with the manufacturers. We want to give the customer the best result. And what we found provides them with the best result is doing it exactly the way the roofing system was designed. Okay. So not just saying, close enough, or not even, in some cases, some folks who are doing roofs aren't even educated on what that assembly system is. So we are certified by GAF, and we're basically in the top 1% of partners out there. So with GAF, we're a master elite roofing contractor, which means that they have inspected our jobs. They've inspected how we run our company. They've come and trained with us and that sort of thing to ensure that we are out there meeting that standard. So literally, it's less than 2% of roofing contractors in North America can achieve that level. And it comes from following their system and basically doing it right every time the first time, not just saying, close enough. Or worse yet, not even knowing what the right way to do it is.
How does Master Roofers handle emergency roofing repairs? And what steps do you take to ensure customer satisfaction during that, what could be a stressful time for somebody if they've got a leak happening or something like that?
So each of those situations is obviously a little unique. It's what's the old saying? They're all a snowflake, so to say. The biggest thing that we can do and that we pride ourselves on here is customer service. So the first thing we're going to do is be responsive. Okay, if you reach out to us about you have a leak or you have an emergency, maybe you had a tree, God forbid you had a tree fall on your home, on your roof, and you have damage and you're now taking in water and stuff. First thing we're going to do is we're going to be, you reach out to us, we're going to be in contact with you immediately. Hopefully if you're calling during normal business hours, someone's just going to pick up the phone and speak to you right then. And if it's after hours, we're going to call you back. We have an emergency service. And you know what? The second thing we're going to do is we're going to get there as rapidly as possible. So in most circumstances, we're there the same day as long as the homeowner can accommodate that. Sometimes, unfortunately, if there's extreme weather, we do have to prioritize. So someone who just had a elm tree, crash down onto their roof and they've got structural damage and a giant hole. If our resources become a little limited because other people are having issues, we're going to have to take care of that person first before we get to someone that has a little bit of a leak in their garage or something. But we will get to everyone as fast as possible. But again, typical situation, I would tell you 95% of the time, as long as the homeowner or business owner is available, we're there within 24 hours. I would tell you probably 80% of the time we're there the same day, depending on when they contacted us and their availability to help stop the water intrusion, and then talk to them about, okay, what's the source of the issue here, and what's a permanent solution.
Can you discuss Master Roofers' involvement in the local community? And you said that you've been part of that community, like you said, for 82 years. What are some of the things that you do for the local community? Are there any sort of philanthropic initiatives that the company supports locally?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're very proud that we've been part of the fabric of the community for again since 1942. Our main office is based right down here in on South Main Street in Manchester, New Hampshire, and has been since 1942. So we've been here a long time, and we like to support the local community. And we serve all of New Hampshire, Southern Maine, and North Shore, Massachusetts. And a lot of times, what we end up doing is doing support in different areas there that are meaningful to them. So, for instance, recently in the more central New Hampshire area, we supported a program through the schools called Girls on the Run, where they actually have running after school. They have running for grade school girls, and they get to learn about running. But more importantly, it's really about let's call it a girl power movement. So it's really about empowerment and that sort of thing. And it's a tremendous program. We were able to support them. We work with many of the local religious groups, so churches, synagogues, etc., and help. And we donate to many of their causes as well, or provide services in some cases to help them with those sort of things. And then we also, we're engaged in the local community from the point of view of we love to participate in like outings. So, for instance, coming up, there's the seafood festival over in Portsmouth, that area. In Hampton. You know what? We're going to participate in that. And it's not that I think anyone's going to a seafood festival looking to get a roof. It's just, hey, we want to be part of the community. We'll have some great stuff that we can share with them, and then, hey, if someone has questions, we're there to help. But a lot through various church organizations and synagogues, religious groups, a lot direct with the community. And we also support sports teams and that sort of thing that are local little leagues and that sort of stuff.
And then finally, what kinds of warranties and guarantees does Master Roofers offer, and how do these demonstrate your confidence in the workmanship and the products that you were talking about earlier?
Sure. Well, every new roof that we put on, no matter what else the customer chooses, comes with our 10-year workmanship warranty. Okay, so someone could choose the most basic roof that's available out there. It's maybe not even a full roofing, but a partial. They have us replace one side and stuff. No matter what, we're going to warrant the original purchaser of uh, that the workmanship warranty for 10 years, no matter what. And there's no fee for that. That's just our base standard, what we expect of ourselves. Working with GAF, they have a whole variety of warranties that are available. And we are able to provide, because we are a certified, we're a certified master elite contractor. We can provide warranties on GAF products up to 50 years on the product. So you could re-roof a home and you could receive a warranty that is valid for up to 50 years on that new GAF roof because you chose to work with us. And most of that includes material as well as labor, all inclusive. And it's also not prorated. So there's, I don't want to go down the fine print road, but there's some requirements of it. But it's also transferable. And that's important to know because most people are like, well, I'm not going to be here for 50 years. How are we going to do that? It's transferable. So within the first 20 years, if you were to sell that home, you can one-time transfer that to someone at no fee. So maybe you build a multi-generational home up in the Lakes region, and you're going to transfer that to your family or a family trust. Do it within 20 years, and that warranty transfers fully intact.